you ever get that feeling that something isn't quite right?
We will have a full forecast in the next half hour, but let's just have a quick look at the weather with Stav Daneos. And Stav, it is very hot out there.
It is indeed, John, for some of us anyway. This is a snapshot of the heat today across the near continent. Mid-40s for Iberia, 40 or so for central southern Spain, and we'll be probably hitting the 34 Celsius mark for us. Unusual to see these sorts of values in June. It's more likely in July and August. So the peak of the heat probably across the southeast on Tuesday, and then afterwards it'll be fresher with temperatures actually where they should be for the time of year for the rest of the week.
Talking of challenges, here in the UK, we're at a life-threatening 30 degrees. For our friends in Australia, please stop laughing. Yes, 30 degrees is in fact a life-threatening temperature. Okay, so the media continues to tell us and remind us of that fact that we are indeed at any moment heading for doom, because the fiery ball in the sky will make sure of it, no doubt.
High heat has hit southern Europe, with thermometers pushing past 40 degrees Celsius. Health alerts are in force for parts of the continent, and there are warnings about the risk of wildfires. Climate experts say the temperatures are well above average for this time of year.
Southern Europe is sweltering in the grip of an intense and early heat wave. And in the capital, Madrid, the government is now issuing extreme heat, wildfire and health warnings. In neighbouring Portugal, large parts of the country are also now on high alert, both for searing temperatures and the growing risk of wildfires. In France, a heat dome is driving extreme temperatures. Hot air trapped by high pressure is creating suffocating conditions. Paris could hit 39 Celsius this week.
Well, here, temperatures exceeded 30 degrees for the second day running in some parts of the country, including London.
If we just think about this from a purely common sense perspective, our lives are what we focus on. Our everyday lives are a result of the things that we focus on. When they get us focusing on destruction and impending doom and the climate and the nukes, we're creating that life. We're creating that and manifesting that from the belief. And when we do that on a mass scale, it's pretty powerful stuff.
June is supposed to be pleasantly balmy, but this is the second scorcher of the summer already. So what's going on? Well, it has a lot to do with a jet stream, normally sweeping high-altitude winds eastwards across the UK. Right now, it has formed a huge wave from south to north. That has sucked hot air up from North Africa to the continent, and it is going nowhere fast, almost locked in place beneath what is called a heat dome. High air pressure has formed a lid over the continent. It squeezes down on the air closer to the surface, increasing temperatures and stops it escaping. It is like a pressure cooker. Climate change is making heat waves in June much more likely. Before the industrial age, the southeast of England could have expected 3 consecutive days above 28 degrees once every 50 years.
It's not what we've been told. None of it. Nah. See, it's a script. Quite often, a badly written frigging script at that.
We cannot always play in Europe because we are in a better weather condition. And I'm so happy that so far we cannot control the weather. But really,
you have so much more power than they will certainly like you to believe, guys. So much more. And that's why it's a script, because it's a script, their script, that they want you to follow.
Everybody should drink a lot of water and enjoy the sun whilst it's here.